Shalom, this is Yehudit Goldfarb from Tzfat on the 5th day of Tevet. I'm going to do a review of what I was doing yesterday with a little feedback even to Friday's practice at the beginning of Hanukkah, 42 days between the last day of Hanukkah and Tu B'Shvat. And that's where we're going to start, that 42-day count, and then I'm going to introduce you to the 100-day count that goes from this year, because it's a leap year in the English calendar and a leap year in the Hebrew calendar. It goes from the day after Hanukkah, the 4th of Tevet, all the way to Purim in Adar II. But let's first do the Hanukkah, a prayer that has 7 lines of 6 words each. And we honor it when we go in the Omer count. We'll go back to that during the Omer count, but this is a 42, not a 49-day practice. It's 49 when you have the 6 words of each verse plus the initial letter for each word as the 7th place. We're going to do it with the 42 words, because we have introduction in the 32 paths of healing to all the letters. So I think we can do that. So first of all, I want to honor where it started on Friday with Anna, to please, or we beg you. It was an aleph and a nun and an aleph for Anna. Now I'm going to do just facing you, starting on the other side. Aleph, nun, aleph, and 2 more times. We're doing it 4 times, 1 for each of the worlds. The 4th one. Bringing it down through the worlds from the Silut, through Bria, through Yetzirah, through Asiya, from the world of closeness to Hashem, nearness to Hashem, to the mental, the intellectual, to the emotional, to the physical world. And each line of Hanukkah is a different Sefirot, starting with Hesed. So the purple skirt, I'll probably wear some kind of purple skirt all week long, as we do, at least for 6 days, as we do the 6 words of the Hanukkah. For this first, it's not a full week, a series of 6s. 7 series of 6s is 42 to get us to Tu B'Shvat. That was Anna. That was from the 3rd of Tevet, the last day of Hanukkah. I didn't show it in that one, but I'm showing it now. And then we're going on to yesterday with a combination of the 2nd day of Hanukkah and the 2nd word, which is Bakoach, which is a bet. This with a big H. Koach is Choach with a Chaf and a dot for the O. The Vav is not visible. So one way of doing it would be to do a Chaf, and then before coming down, do a dot and open out. So a Chaf, and then the dot and opening out. Chaf, and then a dot. Chaf. And then you have a chet, koach, is the word. It comes with bechoach. The koach has a chet at the end, and the het from the side is a bend over letter. Together. So if we do it 4 times as a word, it looks something like this. We'll start on the left this time. I'm used to stepping back. You can do it as a step back, and then as you come forward, do the dot. That might be easier for a lot of you. Let me show you that. Stepping back, and then as you come forward, make the dot. Stepping back for the chaf, and as you come forward, make the dot. I think that'll be easier for most people. So let's try that again. Bet with a dagesh, and stepping back, and as you come forward, make the dot, and then to the side, to the chet. And bet, back, chet at the end. Bet, oh, chet, oh. Bet, half with an O, halam, and chet. That's b'choach. So that was for yesterday. I'm going to do a separate tape for today after this tape. But I want to introduce you then to the beginning of the 100 days in the magic square of Sarah. Magic square of Sarah is made up of 10 rooms across, or 10 houses across a horizontal sequence of 10 spaces from 1 to 10 counting, and then 11 to 20 the next row. Except every row has numbers in such an order that it all adds up to 505, which is the gamatria for Sarah. And the second row is 505. Each row horizontally, which are called the houses, are 505. Every row up and down is like a room within that row, also adds up to 505. The diagonal, both directions, add up to 505, and that's why it's called the magic square of Sarah. Sarah's name, which I might as well show you, Sarah, actually because it's a Shin sin, I usually do this kind of a sin, over, up, and to the side, down, up, and if I were to look in the other way, with the dots in front for Sarah. And then the Resh is like this. And then you have the Hay. So the Resh is 200, and the Shin is 500, and the Hay is 5. We'll be doing more Sarahs. At the end of each line, I do Sarah. So the first line starts with an olive. And there are certain houses, rooms within each house, that fit the number of the square we're in. So we're counting in 2 ways for this. One is the olive. The first day, which was the 4th of Tevet, was an olive. So let's see. And go take it through all the Sefirot. That was Bina. For Hesed. Gvura, Shva. Olam. Oh. And then I'm doing a double on that side. E for Netza. Parrot and Netza. O for Hod. Yesod. O. And the silence for Malkhut. And since the numbers don't always stay in the box they're in, because then you wouldn't get 100 in all directions, add up to 505, I'm going to do a second kind of counting for the magic square, which is only the Sefirot nikudot. So the first box is the row, horizontal row is Keter, and the vertical column is also Keter. So for that first day, I'm doing a double Kamatz. Oh. And I'm going to do this 5 times. One for each level of soul. Including Yechidah. I think I did double Keter twice. I'm going to do another one. For Bria, the level of soul of Neshamah. And for Ruach. For our Nefesh level of soul. Sort of as a reminder from where we are, the whole upper line's going to be Keter. And so for that, Keter is supposed to be kind of brilliant white or transparent color. So I'm wearing a white scarf on top, which I think I'll probably continue doing, maybe with some accented colors as we go through the rooms for the whole 10 days when we're doing the upper row for Keter. Just as for 6 days, I'll wear some kind of purple skirt to remind me for the Chayah counting. And other colors all fit in as I feel moved to how to represent what day it is. So I want 5 levels of soul, which include the unique level of soul and the Chayah level of soul, which is kind of like an experience of the integrated fullness of life, and Neshamah level, which is connected with the mental, intellectual, the Ruach level, the emotional, and the physical, the Neshamah, the Nefesh. So I'm still working this through, so I hope you bear with me. And then I think that's a lot for today. So I bless us that we may be able to find a way of counting every day in our lives, to make them count, to find our center, and to find our way of connecting with Hashem, that we feel blessed in each day. So this was for yesterday, for Shabbat, and part of the honor of that was I wear white usually on Shabbat, but I also have this, one of the colors from Malkhut is blue, and another color can be black sometimes, and also blue is the season now for the winter season began in the Hebrew calendar at the beginning of Tevet, and all of winter is the mem and the blue color. So I'll see how I play with that. Anyway, welcome to the 42-day count for Ana B'Koach and the 100-day count for the magic square of Sarah. And as we go through it, we'll find out more about what these counts can teach us. Many blessings.